It's April, and this is just a crazy mix of everything I'm doing in the garden right now, which is a lot. Last week's video, I talked about how jealous I am of all of you European gardeners with your Gunneras, Gunnera manicata especially. And there is one across the river here, a really, really large whole group of them against a pond that I love going to see, but nobody sells them here. And I said I'd completely given up. Well, a lot of you texted me, some of you privately, and said, I think you can do this. And so I broke down. I said I would never buy another one again, and I am buying one. Of course, I can't find them anywhere here. They're only on the internet. So I went on Etsy and I have ordered one. So I'll show you the little order right there. And it's on its way, and I'm excited, but I really want to question all of you. Should I keep this in a pot for a couple of years and let it get really big before I put it outside? Well, I mean, I'm going to put it outside in the summer in a pot, but should I bring it inside and baby it for a couple of years? Because in the past, every time I've gotten it, I put it out in the spring. I actually got it through the winter twice, 2 different plants, and then they just declined during the summer. So I want to follow all of your advice. So I'm reaching out to all of you who are successful and say, tell me what to do with this plant. I want to know what to do with it, and because I've been obsessed with it for a long, long time. I got my Gunnera. It's in this package. It is from Scenic Hill Farm Nursery in Albany, Oregon. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. And it really doesn't look bad at all. It looks pretty good. Nice leaves. It's tiny, as you can see, but that's okay. It'll grow big. So hopefully, better luck this time. I am all ready to plant my new Gunnera, which I'm very, very excited about, even though I swore I would never do this again. And I've said that several times, but here I am, own up to that. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll just plant it like I normally do. And then I thought, okay, you rarely look at the planting list. Let's look at it. So here we go. Do not use commercial planting mixes. Okay, so now I know I'm in for some fun here. It says they are intended for annuals and will rot Gunnera roots, thus killing the plants. Well, I do not want to, maybe that was part of the problem last time. Your potting soil should include the following: 10% compost, 10% peat moss, 10% perlite, 35% bark chips, and 35% pumice, lava, or some small stones. Okay, and that means I had to go and try to find all this stuff. And here in New York, unless you have a really good specialty nursery near you, some of those items are hard to find. So of course I had to order it online. Anyway, and I went and got all that stuff. So this plant is becoming more and more expensive, as I knew it would, but I wasn't expecting to have to amend the soil. So to put this into soil, right now it's going to live in this little thing for like a couple days. And I have to sit down and try to figure out how to put all this soil together based on these lovely directions here. Please comment, anyone, on this process. Am I on the right track here? I appreciate it. Pindo palm, or jelly palm, or Butia, odorata or capitata, not really sure, but it's looking great. This is a really bad setup here because I built it for the future. It's way too tall and it really needs to be secured around the base, and I got very lucky with this one this winter. It should have blown over, but so I definitely will improve that in the fall. Definitely, that is not strong enough. This part of the plant right here, it needs to be around the trunk, and the trunk's really not big enough to support something this tall. And I think it looks good. And this is my Lazarus palm because it completely died. And then I cut it back down here at the base and kind of forgot about it, and then discovered it was still alive, which I love. So now I love it even more. And just when I thought everything was good, I start seeing this sticky substance on my Thailand lemon. And yes, that usually means scale. So I started searching around on here, and yes, there's stickiness everywhere. And if you look, there is scale right there. So citrus scale, it likes to get on the leaves, it likes to get on the limbs like you see right there. It's annoying as can be, and even on the healthiest plants it will start to show up. And so I usually take rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip and take it off the stems and leaves, and then put it into the alcohol. And here you can see all the bugs I've taken off so far. Luckily this wasn't too bad, it's just more annoying than anything else. And there's a palm tree growing up in here. I don't know how that happened. Somehow a seed ended up in there. And then I usually spray, if I can, with rubbing alcohol the plant just to kill anything that I missed. So annoying, but yes, that is life. Today is koi pond cleaning day. There's lots of algae from the winter, believe it or not, and I already see a little frog there. I saw another one. Yep, I see him over here. I love frogs. I always have to look out for them when I'm power washing though. There he is there. I love the sounds they make. Cattails are already coming up. I just need to clean everything, hook up the waterfall. This is a really messy project just because of all the muck and the algae. Don't know where the other one went. Oh wait, I see him. There's number 4. Okay, waterfall is on. Let's hope it works. I see water. Once all this stuff is cleaned up, it will look pretty good. On to the next project, which is moving this clumping bamboo. I'm gonna cut it back, dig it up, and move it. It is not easy to dig up. It's not as hard as running bamboo, but it is not easy. And I'm gonna move it all over to the hillside. I'm basically digging it up in small clumps so I can move it easier. So this looks so different now. I'm used to having the bamboo right here, and it's going to be gone. The good thing is the Robellini, you'll actually be able to see it now. And I obviously have to put a bunch of plants around the palm tree I put in here. And here it is, my Canary Island Date Palm. I have dug it up. It's going to be moved to where the bamboo was. I'm out here in my new space, very new, just because there was very large clumping bamboo that I've owned probably, I think, over 15 years. They have moved from Wisconsin to Pennsylvania and then here. And I think they even went to New Jersey for a brief period of time. I was moving a lot then, but I've been here almost 10 years. Those 5 years I was moving a lot, but got my Canary Island Date Palm in the new space. And then what I'm doing today is I took all this clumping bamboo. It's really heavy and chopped it down into small little squares. And I'm going to move it onto my hillside because I do like clumping bamboo a lot because you don't have to rein it in like the other kind of bamboo that I also really love. But I want to save this. It's not the end of the world if it doesn't live, but I have a big problem with getting rid of plants. So I'm saving it. I could use it on the hill anyway. I just hate planting on the hill. I may or may not video it because it's just so hard and it'll be hard to video, but I've already moved some. I've moved a whole section. This is the second section I'm moving. Hopefully my Canary Island date will be fine here. It makes me very nervous moving that plant, but everybody said do it. I am following all of your advice. I am on a road trip today to a nursery in Connecticut that's about maybe an hour and 20 minutes away. It's called Broken Arrow Nursery, and I am in search of a certain type of magnolia that I cannot remember the name at the moment, and I'm gonna have to look it up. But anyway, I have one that one of my friends, Paul, gave me last year, and unfortunately, when the solar people were putting in my roof, they dropped something on it, and they were nice enough to give me a gift certificate. So I'm trying to replace that today, and I can't wait to see what else is there because I love a good nursery. So let's see what they have. I hate boring nurseries, and already just by seeing this, I am happy. And I have found them, which is great. And there's so many fabulous things at this nursery, so I'm very jealous that it's so far away. This is what I'm getting. Very exciting. This was opening day for the nursery, and it's still pretty much the end of winter, beginning of spring. So I have to come back in a couple of weeks when they have everything out. And I scored because not only did I get this lovely magnolia, but another monkey puzzle. Why do I need two? I don't know, but I do. And it's exciting to see one for sale, so I'm happy. I just had to show you my old monkey puzzle that is really looking a lot thicker this year. It's almost like it grew over the winter time, and maybe some of you who have them could tell me that, but now that I'm looking at it, it got much thicker than I remember it being last year. But I thought I would show you, and my new little baby one. So I think it looks good. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but loving my old monkey puzzle and my new one. It is really gloomy outside. So today I am pulling up some castor bean seeds. And these are from the previous year. Unfortunately, this past year, I got a lot of seeds, but they weren't fully developed. And then by the time frost hit, they still were not ready. So I did not harvest any last year. And the year before, I had so many. So what I'm going to do is open these up, which is a little bit hard because they are kind of sharp on the edges, and pull the seeds out, and I want to soak them 24 hours. So even though they're over a year old, these look pretty good. They're still shiny, they're not dried out. So I'm hoping soaking them that it will really help. And I'm just using a knife to open these up. And now they're going to soak for 24 hours in the red cup. I am back in the car again, and I just got a bunch of lilacs from my friend Miriam in Brewster, New York. And so they are all crammed in my car, so I want to show you. This is nothing, I've done worse than this, but here I am driving away with plants galore in my car. Always fun. It's cold right now, but it's supposed to be warm this afternoon. Just odd, crazy weather we're having. This sad old cherry tree covered in ivy is coming down and adding a lot more light to the pool area. Very exciting. So my friend Paul is bringing his chainsaw over and helping taking this out, which is super, super exciting. And it just provides so much space and light on the way to the pool. I'm excited. And my experiment is having some of my seeds in the refrigerator downstairs to see if they stay cold for a couple of months, if they will do better. Some pawpaws and some hardy pomegranate seeds and a few hardy flying dragon orange trees. And hopefully they will start coming up soon. So right here is one of my, I can't remember if I talked about this last time, I have to review, is one of my red bananas that I kept in dirt out here. This is what I used to do with all of them, and I would just line them up. No matter how big they were, I would chop them down a little bit. And I had really good success rate with that. Then I started doing the dry storage on some of them, and I would lay them flat and they would all kind of grow at an angle. And so last year I tried just putting them in a pot, and I put them back in this very dark room back here and shut the door, and I will show you what happened with it. I am not happy with the result. I think they're still alive, but not happy. My fish are splashing right next to me because they want more food. But yeah, they're alive. They do not look good, but it's gonna take a while for them to come back. And I really wish I had just done this, but hopefully if I really, really water them and get them out in the sun as much as possible, they will come back. But not happy with how I did that. I will not do that again. Here is one of two of my olive trees. I have trimmed it back on the bottom a little bit and tried to straighten them out, and it looks much taller and much better. I'm happy with these this year so far. Looking pretty good out here. A busy week for the first week of April, and the weather has just been up and down, and even though I didn't show it, I have been covering things and uncovering things and covering things, and it's just been an exhausting week. But that is my fault because I want to open things up and get them growing, but then the low night temperatures and then the rain and all that just kind of throws everything awry. But I'm having fun, and that's what's more important than anything else in the garden, is having fun. I hope you enjoyed this week. Please like and subscribe. It really helps if you hit like and subscribe and make comments, because then it actually gets to more YouTube viewers, which means more interaction with more gardeners. So the more, if you just don't tell me you like it, please do. And I hope all of you have a great week in the garden, and hopefully, being the second week of April, starting right now, let's hope that the weather gets much warmer and we all have things start to grow. And please answer the questions about my Gunnera. I'm really excited about it again. Thanks for watching.